We have breaking news this evening out of Wales as Bala Town have signed the first £1 million player in Welsh League football history on a day that has seen Alex Lowry also depart the club. Now, for more on a busy day for manager Aussie Villain, we cross live to Bala to Charles Hogan. And Charles, it's a goalkeeper that sets the record.
Yeah, thanks, Nige. Yeah, look, it's 18-year-old Serbian goalkeeper Madlen Tanaskovic who has joined Bala Town for an initial fee of £1.2 million from Serbian club Partizan. Now, also departing the club today is midfielder Alex Lowry. He's left to go to Derby County for £250,000. And it's also believed that Arsenal youngster Tommy Williamson has agreed to join the club in the summer. Now, he is currently on loan with Nuremberg over there in the Bundesliga, and he's expected to be a very, very talented youngster when he does show up here in Wales. Now, Aussie Villain did address the media just a short time ago. Yeah, look, I mean, Madlen's obviously the headline, isn't he? I first became aware of him when we faced Partizan earlier on this season in the Champions League qualifiers. And the fee is a big one, but I believe his potential is also big. Now, Tommy is a player that I wanted to bring in on loan for this season. So needless to say, I'm absolutely delighted that he's decided to join us permanently for next year. And as for Alex, I do just want to take a minute to thank him for all his hard work here at Bala Town and wish him well for the future.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 8, Episode 11 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we are back to win the league. First with a game against the New Saints, but we want it any other way. And if we stuff that one up, we'll be playing FM Lido, and that will surely get past the league title. I think we need about 2 or 3 points, so it shouldn't be a problem this episode. But the headline is we have a £1 million player, and it is a goalkeeper. You can see 1.2 million, potentially rising up to 2.7. A lot of that is if we make the Champions League semi-finals, in which case we'll be able to afford it, no problem at all. But this is our £1 million player, 19-year-old goalkeeper, Madlen Tanaskovic. Right now, he's not quite as good as Rima Miles, but potentially he is a lot better. We've got him in for this season, hopefully, so he can develop into a good player ready for next year. He has to learn the language, things like that. We're paying him $2.2 a week. Yeah, as I said before, I sort of discovered him when we were playing Partizan earlier this year. I try and, obviously you get a lot sort of the scout report from, the before the game. So we became aware of him then, and to be honest, when he became available and he was kind of interested in joining, we had to promise him first team football to get him across the line. But I think long term, this could be goalkeeper sold for a number of seasons now. Hopefully he will develop into a good goalkeeper for us. The only issue I have with him is his first touch, but otherwise his kicking and passing and throwing is all relatively strong. Good reflexes as well. So yeah, that's our new goalkeeper. And of course the departure that you saw there was Alex Lowry. He's happy. He's on $15,000 a week now. We had too many midfielders, so the bid came in, and I thought, yeah, you know what, let's move him on, and that'll sort of all help towards the fee that we've paid there for Tanaskovic. Now the other transfer that we've done, and I'm really excited about this one, is we have signed Tommy Williamson for next season, and look at this guy. He's an excellent goal scorer. He's got a good first touch, good heading. Off the ball is not fantastic, but he's also got good passing and vision. I think he's going to be a very, very useful player for us indeed. And he's off in the Bundesliga this year, playing in the Bundesliga, averaging just below 7 with 6 goals and 3 assists. And he's also played in the Premier League. So I think he's going to be an absolute star for us. I'm stoked that we've been able to get him in. I can't remember what we're paying him. I'm sure it's a lot because we had to pay to get him in. Is it going to show here? Yeah, here we go. So actually, no, it's not too bad. No, that's what he's currently on. I don't know what we're paying him. I don't want to risk it not going well. So, but we've got him for next season anyway. So that's the main thing. Now, we did have a few other bids come in for some players, but it was only Lowry that left, and that was mainly because we were happy to let him leave. So that is the transfer window done for this year. Let me know what you think of the new goalkeeper. I think long term it's a good signing. Short term, he's not quite as good as Rima Miles that we're playing this season anyway, and see how he goes. Now, we've got a few games to catch you up on since last episode, starting with a league game against Cardiff Met Uni. We took the lead when Ryan Burke crossed for Dixon, and went 2-0 up when Marcus Baker tucked away a rebound. Then secured the points through Jake O'Halloran just before half-time. So a good performance this one. We controlled the game. Dixon, Baker and O'Halloran with the goals all in the first half, and then we just kind of saw out the second half. You can see there, it was a nice little comeback result from the disappointment against the New Saints. And yeah, a good solid performance. Next up, it was Welsh Cup action, 4th round against, I think it was Connelly Town. We went in front just before half-time when Callum Connolly picked out Allmark at the near post. Connolly and Allmark combined again early in the second half to double our lead, before KDH added a third. Connolly was again the provider when he crossed for Matteo Martin, before Allmark completed his hat-trick, and Connolly finally got his name on the score sheet in stoppage time. So there we go, just too good for them. Allmark with the hat-trick, KDH, Martin and Callum Connolly with the goals. But Callum Connolly, what a star he was this game. And there we go, we've got Haverford West in the next round in the quarterfinals. We haven't played that yet, but that's, again, lower division team. We should be able to get the job done there. Next game, back to league action against Bengal City. We fell behind to a lovely strike, but Callum Connolly picked out Allmark to draw us level, and then got a goal of his own moments later to secure the points. This was a really, really strange game. We dominated it, fell behind, and really struggled to score. But 2 minutes, 2 goals got us across the line there. But yeah, it was just a strange game. We really did play them off the park, and the score flatters them massively. But we just didn't put our chances away, which is a problem. The last game to catch you up on was again in the league against Cavan Druids. We got an early lead through Allmark. Then Matteo Martin and Callum Connolly combined for Allmark to get his second. KDH added a third, before a Sam York special made it 4 at half time, and Matteo Martin smashed in a 5th early in the second half. So this was dominant. There's no other way around it. Allmark with a double again. KDH with another goal. Sam York, a nice free kick, that one. And Matteo Martin with a little bit of cherry on top at the end there. Just after half-time, actually. But you can see that by these player ratings. Again, we're too good. This is where Tanis Kovic made his debut. He barely touched the ball, and he had 2 saves to make. And obviously did that as well as he had to do. And that is everything up to date. A quick look at the league table, and you can see we are... almost 19 points clear. So it's done. If we beat the New Saints, then that is officially us champions for a 8th consecutive year, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing to say. Now, there is some more news on the under-19s front, and that is that they went to Serbia and beat Red Star 3-2, which is excellent. Went ahead 2-0, they came back to 2-2, and then we won it late. So excellent stuff. We're into the second knockout round, or the quarterfinals, whatever it is. They haven't had the draw for that yet. But yeah, Venables and the under-19s go marching on, which is amazing. So that brings us now to this game against the New Saints. We are at home, and of course we want to win the title at home against the New Saints. Is there any other better way to do it? We know all about them. The Scott Rusco bus park is what we're going to come up against. And hopefully today we'll take our chances and not concede from the only shot they have. We know what to expect from them. You can see that Afan Lido beat them last time out, so hopefully they're sort of a defeated team at this point. And this is the team that we're sending out to try and get the job done. It's Tassan Kovic in goal, a first look at him on the channel. It's Burke, O'Halloran, Gosney and Sears. It's York and McVeigh in midfield. It's Connolly, Dixon and Martin with Allmark up top. Let's go, boys, let's go. So here we go, everybody is lining up as expected, which is excellent. Encourage the team. A win here to secure the title. Maybe we just go out there and relax. Let's just try going out there and relaxing. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, no pressure, boys. Just win. And here we go. Now, unfortunately, in all the disappointment of last episode, I completely forgot to say that we needed the player nominations for Viewers Player of the Year. Because next episode is, in all likelihood, going to be the final one with the end of season awards, with hopefully a cup final Allmark. Oh, decent effort. So I think maybe the best way around this to avoid not having the award this year is just put your nominations for your favourite player or best player this season. There's a good ball for Connolly, and keeper makes a save. Put your nominations down in the comments, and if we have a player that has sort of a clear sort of most nominations, then we'll make them Viewers Player. Otherwise, yeah, we might just have to leave it this year. Connolly again, who I'm sure is going to feature in the nominations. Yeah, massive apology, guys. I was so annoyed and disappointed we lost that game. I just wasn't thinking. There we go. Allmark's gone down. Burke with a penalty. Now he has missed about his last 3 or 4 penalties. Let's hope he can turn that around here and give us a lead. Come on, Berkey. Come on, mate. Burke sticks that one away. It's 1-0 Bala Town, and if we defend properly, we will be champions. Excellent stuff. Only a 4th goal this year for Ryan Burke. That's a goal drought for him. He's usually well into double figures. But that's because he's missed a bunch of penalties as well, so that doesn't help his cause. Please do leave your nominations for your best or favourite player down in the comments, and if we have a consensus as to who the best player is, then we'll anoint them at the end of season awards next episode. But again, guys, I'm really, really sorry. That was me having a little temper tantrum live on screen. And, that's just over the bar. Now, in terms of the transfer window that's sort of come and gone now, we did receive a few bids. Topley, Allmark, and Rima Miles were very popular players. I think we got just over £1 million bidding for each of them. If I could have my time again, I probably would have sold... Oh, decent effort there. Gosney picks it up. I probably would have sold Rima Miles, but the opportunity to sign Tassin Kovic didn't really come up until after those bids have come in. So part of the reason I was willing to spend £1 million on him is knowing that I think it was Derby, particularly in Barnsley, that they were offering over £1 million for Rima Miles. So I'm thinking we'll see what we can do in the summer. If I can convince Rima Miles that he wants to be sort of a backup, then we'll do that. And if not, because the thing with Rima Miles is that he's not on much money. He's only on £650 a week. So, yeah, if I can keep him as a backup, I'd be more than happy to do so. But if not, then I'm happy to sell him as well. And, if we can get the £1 million, that would be perfect. Part of the Alex Lowry deal as well was we get 50% of the next fee. So while $250,000 maybe doesn't seem like much, is Allmark onside? If he is, he's got to have a chance. Oh, it's another good save. Their goalkeeper is keeping them in this. We really do need to go and get a second goal here, don't we? Burke with the corner. Decent. Oh, and Allmark again. This time straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Yeah, so that was kind of a bit of annoying. There was a bid for Swifty that came in, and I'm willing to sell Swift, but it was only 200,000. It was a non-negotiable. I didn't have the chance to negotiate a sort of percentage of the future fee. So I didn't accept it, and we might try and sell him in the summer. Oh, Mark and Connolly combine again. It's 2-0 in first half stoppage time, and Allmark and Connolly. They just have an understanding. You saw in the recap there exactly how well they have been playing with each other lately. And ball in behind. Connolly picks out Allmark, and that is number 29 this season for Damien Allmark. Now, the league record for a goal scorer in a season is 47. I don't know if Allmark's going to do it this year, but I'm thinking next season what I might do, and I did mention this in the comments last episode, I think what I might do, we want to say don't get complacent here, don't we? I think what I might do next season is stick him on penalties and see. I really want that record. I want a Bala Town player to hold that single season goal scoring record for a player. So I think what we might do is stick Allmark on penalties and just see how close he can get. Matteo Martin's not had a great game. He has actually been playing okay. But you wouldn't know it from this game, unfortunately. Here we go. Sears with a throw-in there for McVeigh. McVeigh ball in. Allmark's there. And another good save from their goalkeeper, who, as I said, is keeping them in this. We should really have a look and see how good he is. Burke, another corner, headed away. Not the best one this time. Gosney's there. Picks it up, and that'll do it. He's decent, isn't he? At 31, though, I'm going to say we're not interested in signing him, but... he is having a whale of a game. Look at that, a 7.5 from a goalkeeper. You don't see that very often. All right, I'm going to say Matteo Martin is done here. I think he's just nervous on YouTube. I think that's the problem, because otherwise he's quite good. You can see Murphy's coming back from injury, as is Dudzinski as well. But, yeah, I didn't want to necessarily risk them. I've got Dudzinski and Jackman. I'd like to try and get them back, and Brewerton as well. I'd like to try and get them back for next season if I can. But obviously right now, my focus is making sure our young players are getting the game time. A little bit of a break to defend here as TNS pour forward. Can we get a block tackle in here? Gosney goes across. Well, it's a little bit more than a block tackle. It's a penalty. And that was a little bit silly there from Gosney. He didn't necessarily need to make that challenge. He just had to hold him up, didn't he? It's a first look at the goalkeeper. He can't stop it as he goes the wrong way. We'll tell him to show some passion. And let's hope that we don't do anything silly here and throw away the league title having been 2-0 up. Went a little bit early there, didn't he, the youngster? But it's all right. You never blame a goalkeeper for missing a penalty, or not saving it anyway. What do we want to do here? O'Halloran has been training the house down as well, so he's looking as though he's developing nicely for us. We should probably go and close this thing down because we are stoppage time minutes away here from retaining our Premier League title again. Let's do that. And come on, boys. Let's see this out. Are we about to be crowned champions? Yes, we are. Hey! So there we go. A disappointing second half performance perhaps, but their goalkeeper was magnificent, kept us in it, but a Burke penalty, a Damien Allmark strike, and we are league champions once again. And we've done it this time, beating the new Saints directly, which is nice, isn't it? So there we go. 8th straight Corbett Sports Welsh Premier League title. We are just dominant in this league right now, aren't we? Which is excellent. We've qualified for the Champions League, which is, as you would expect, consecutive wins now. We've got to be... I wonder what the record is for most consecutive leagues won. Let's go and have a quick look at that. New Saints have done it, so they're still ahead of us. Wales is very much... it comes in waves, doesn't it? But, yeah, there we go. Another title for us. Excellent stuff. There's all the Premier League medal winners. And we can see here, Damien Allmark shines as Bala Town go to victory. Guys, wait right there. We'll come back for the game against FM Lido, and we'll play some youngsters in that one, and we'll just enjoy ourselves. Okay, guys, how did the practice game go? What on earth happened here? I said light contact. Okay, welcome back, and we are in the midst of an injury crisis. Good thing that we won this league last game, because we have just randomly had 3 big injuries. Ryan Sears is gone 4 to 5 weeks with a sports hernia, so that's a problem. Connor Gosney then injured himself 4 to 7 weeks with sprained knee ligaments, and we weren't done there because Rima Miles, again, good thing we brought in a new goalkeeper. He's gone for a month, or 2 weeks to a month, with an ab muscle strain. So yeah, we've been gone for about a week in game, and we've had 3 first-teamers, well, maybe not Rima Miles' first team anymore, but yeah, all gone down with injuries, which is unbelievable. It's just one after the other. So there we go. Anyway, we're about to play Afan Lido. We are away from home for this one. We are the favourites. They're a James Tavernier-coached team. The first time I've seen him as a manager, of course, at Rangers in real life right now, I believe. I mean, I'm assuming it's his first job. Hopefully he gets better for his sake. An attacking direct standard of play. We're not expecting them to come out in this sort of narrow 4-3-3, but we can never be completely sure with a new manager. So that's sort of their ins and outs from their loss there to kind of Fawn last time out. And this is the team we're sending out. We are changing things up, having won the league, and we're going to give some players some game time here. So our new goalkeeper, Tanaskovic, I guess. I'll have to get better at that, won't I? He's the goalkeeper. Mullenstein, O'Halloran, KDH, and Jenkins, the only fit right back left at the club, comes into play this one. Owen and Dudzinski. I really want Dudzinski to sort of like Bala Town, like me, so there's a chance that we could get him back maybe permanently down the line. So we're going to give him a game here. Murphy's going to play as the trequartista. Up Gareth, because he's everybody's favourite, plays down the right. The youngster Davies comes in to play down the left. There's a good opportunity to give him game time. And Damien Allmark, of course, he goes up top because he's Damien Allmark. So there we go. They are coming out a little bit different to what they played last time out. Hopefully, we'll get a good performance. So you can see match sharpness is an issue for a few players, so that may be a downfall of us here. Just go out there and impress me today, boys. Some calm, we have faith, and let's hope we put on a good performance. And yeah, no more of this rubbish that we've been putting on from time to time domestically of late. Yeah, but my plan, as I said, is to try and get Dudzinski to like us. I want to try and get him back again next season on loan. I'm not sure what to do with Ricky Jackman now. I think he was okay for us in Europe, but with Tommy Williamson coming in, I do wonder if maybe he starts up top in Europe for us. And do we then need to sort of use one of the 4 loans up on Jackman? Does he sort of become not necessarily crucial to the way we want to play at that point. What I do like about Tommy Williamson is the fact that he can create as well. He's a good finisher and he can create. What he's not though is a target man. I think his jumping reach is 6 or something along those lines. So we're going to need to. We can't play with a target man in Europe next season if he is going to lead the line for us. So yeah, I mean we just need to find a way that works for us. I think what we need to go back to next season is being more defensive. More defensively sound in Europe. Davies has done well there to get away from his man, and it's been a long old highlight. Can he get across in? I'm sure Allmark is lurking. He goes past another one. Allmark is there, and Allmark, he shins it. Unbelievable. Goal begging to be scored, and Allmark has shinned it. Let's tell him to get creative. I think we need to go back to being sort of more defensively sound and just making sure that we don't concede goals. And I think we have the players in the likes of Connolly, hopefully Williamson when he comes in. I think we should have players that will score goals for us, but we just need to make sure that we're not conceding at the back. And we did concede a few too many this year. Ap Gareth can't quite win that header. Is he going to get there? Yes, he does. Good tenacity to win that ball. Go on, Ap. O'Halloran. What's he going to do? Goes back there for Curtis Owen. For Dudzinski. Back for Owen. Owen spreads the ball. Nice one there for Davies. In there for Allmark. And Allmark doesn't make a mistake the second time around. He is in fine form in front of goal, isn't he? 30 goals now this season for Damien Allmark. Almost certainly going to... Well, he's going to win the Golden Boot, isn't he? There's no way around that. He's got 30 goals this year. Dixon and Connolly have had good seasons in front of goal, but they haven't got anywhere near that many. And Allmark is just lighting up the Welsh League. He needs 18 goals between now and the end of the year. He'd need to average 2 or 3 goals a game if he's going to break that record this season. I don't think it's possible. But next season, if we put him on penalties and he can score his fair share of penalties, then he's got to be a chance the way he's going. Let's see here. We'll just calm and faith everybody, I think, and get back out there. We do have another youngster on the bench, a young defender that's come through the academy, Griffith McMenemy. We might give him a debut here if things are going okay. It's one of those, I don't think he's going to quite make it. Because he's up against the likes now of O'Halloran and Ap Gareth goes down. And it's not going to be Ap Gareth to take it. It's going to be, is that Davies? No, Dudzinski. What can Tommy Dudzinski do? It's a great save. And it's been put in by Owen, but he's offside. Goalkeeper's done really, really well there. I think he's earned a little bit of luck from the offside flag. It's a good header from O'Halloran. And he is just off, isn't he? Which is unfortunate because it was a decent finish into the roof of the net as well. Let's give him some praise here when we can. Yeah, I mean, you've got to think the youngster's up against the likes of KDH, and he's, that's a really good defender for us, old KDH, certainly in the league anyway. Let's see what we can do here. We need to defend well, and we didn't necessarily do that there, but we got away with it. Tanis Kovic with a goal kick out there for KDH on a booking. If we can get a second goal, I might take him off and put the youngster on just to protect him from the booking. Here we go with Dudzinski. He goes early. Allmark's taken up a good position there. He's got a tight angle there. He's gone down for the penalty. Let's let Dudzinski take it. I don't think Allmark's going to get the record this season anyway. 18 goals from, I think we've got 6 games in the league left after this. That is ambitious. So, and of course, not all of those 30 are going to be in the league in any case. But there we go. Tommy Dudzinski sticks away the penalty. 6 goals this season for him. And yeah, long may this continue. We'll give it a demand more. There's 20 minutes to play. So we will bring on the young defender for a debut. And yeah, just see how he goes. Good opportunity to have a look at him. Is there anybody else? Maybe Brewerton for Owen. Brewerton, as I said, is someone I would like to bring back next year. It's just a matter of whether we can or not. And we do have Professor McGonigal on the bench as well. Let's get him on. Let's get him on for Dudzinski, I think. Yeah. We'll send him box to box, and then we might let Murphy just be an advanced playmaker up there. And there we go. Another highlight. Murphy on a booking now, which isn't ideal. Jenkins exchanges passes there with the Professor. Not the best cross. You can see he was looking for Allmark, but far too close to the goalkeeper. And what is going to become of this highlight? Lumped forward. It's the youngster with a very agricultural clearance. They may get away with it the under-19s, mate, but up here in the seniors, you've got to be a little bit more composed. And he's everywhere. He's everywhere. His positioning, I'm going to say, is not his strength right now. He's certainly aggressive, and I like the ambition, but you're part of a defensive unit, mate. Mullenstein with a header down there for Davies to Murphy. Murphy looks for Allmark, who's in behind here. Does he have someone getting forward at the back post? Where's that Gareth? And it's a penalty, is it? It is a penalty. And is it going to be Dudzinski? It's Murphy to take it this time. Let's see what Ryan Murphy can do. He gets himself a goal, which is nice because he's had a bit of a time out with injury. 4th goal of the season for him. And, well, we are running away with it now, aren't we? 3-0. And this is why we're champions, isn't it? We can just grind teams down, put penalties away. There we go. But yeah, I mean, 3-0, I'd love to know how many games, I could probably count them, but I don't want to. But I'd love to know how many games we've won 3-0. It seems like that's our default scoreline. But, you know, that's enough. That is more than enough. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time left here. Brewerton wins the ball down there for Allmark. Holds the ball up nicely, goes back to Tanaskovic. He gets forward there for McGonigal, for Murphy. Murphy round the corner to Apgareth. Apgareth has been surprisingly quiet by his standards today. Not the best cross there, it's blocked, but Jenkins picks it up for McGonigal. Back to Murphy and McGonigal. It's over for Davies in space. Can he find someone? Apgareth! Oh, it's off the post. It has been given to Apgareth. It's a goal for Apgareth, a 3rd of the season. He continues to score when he plays. And, well, there we go. 4-0 now. Comprehensive. A good, solid away performance, this one. And I think Apgareth has maybe lucked out a little bit getting that one credited to him because it looked suspiciously like it came back off the goalkeeper. I don't think that's an Apgareth goal, but that's all right. It's been given to him. I'm sure he wants it, and I'm sure the goalkeeper doesn't. And it is 4-0 to Bala Town. And there we go. We can score goals when we want to. That is a very, very nice performance indeed. So Bala Town meet expectations in dominant win. Griffith McMenemy makes his debut, and Apgareth, man of the match. He's just... That's why I've signed him to an extended contract. He just keeps performing for us. He's a wonderful player. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. We are league champions again. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and don't forget, leave your nominees for Viewers Player of the Year. If we have a clear winner in that, then we will anoint them Viewers Player at the end of season awards. If not, that's completely my fault, and I apologise once more. We'll be back next time for either the Welsh Cup final, should we get there, or we'll play Afan Lido again in the league. Should we fall at a hurdle in the Welsh Cup along the way. There is still the new Saints in there. I don't think has a semi-final draw been made. We will be playing the new... I don't know. What we'll do then is... Okay. We will come back for a semi-final against the new Saints, which means we'll have 2 episodes left. So that's good. That means we can do the we can do the proper vote. So nominees for Player of the Year, Viewers Player of the Year in the comments, and then we'll have a vote on that next episode when we have the semi-final of the Welsh Cup, hopefully against the new Saints. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bell, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.